get started. Okie dokie. So I'm just going to close this door actually. Keep, yeah. So, I'd like to say happy spring and happy Easter, but it feels more like winter at the minute. Okie dokie. So, let's just take our shoulders down and gently down. Yeah, I've just had a big tuna salad and now I'm thinking, oh, I wish I'd have eaten. But anyway, I can only eat tuna when I'm in the house on my own because the boys are like, ugh, it's cat food. And for 8, we'll make sure we do some nice necks and shoulders then, Serena, today.
Yes.
6, 5, 4, 3, and I'll say hello to everyone who's missing. Lorraine, Jax, Sandra, Janet. I always see Janet on a Monday, so that's good. Keep the shoulders down, bring our feet to first position. Let's take it up with our arms nice and slow. Big breath in. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, whoops, and down a bit quick then. 2, and 1. Well done. And then just flip to first and just take a big circle. And 2, and 1. Circle back. So let's close our eyes, just really be in touch with the movement. And then just place both hands on your shoulders and then try and bring the elbows together and then circle back. And for 2, for 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then into prayer, out into, so we'll do lots of kind of nice movement for our shoulders and necks today. 3, 4, 5, 6. They're having awful weather, aren't they, though, in Europe? I've had quite a lot of clients that are going to Portugal and Spain. They said it's horrible. 2, better clear up for when I go in 2 weeks. And last one. Good, well done. And then just keep your shoulders down and just take a rotation. Breath in, back the other side. Rotate, and back. 2 more. One more. Last one. Beautiful, well done. And let's just take our hand up, grab the wrist with the opposite hand, push the hips out. The other side. And then back. Okay, we're going to come back up in a bit, but let's come down to the floor and just sit in that position where you feel most comfortable. If it's a shin box, great, because that's really good for the hips. If that doesn't feel comfortable, then obviously you can cross your legs. But we're just going to try and take our hands slightly kind of, so the back hand to the back of the foot and that one. So you kind of open up your chest a little bit and then just try and draw your tummy in so you're just standing ramrod straight. Standing, sitting. And then just take a right ear to shoulder and a left ear. and a right hip. So what we'll do is we'll do some mobilisation before we do a little bit of strength, and then we'll do stretch. Do 2 more. 2, 1, and then into flexion, so take the chin down, and then back up, and down, and back up, and again. Oh, I'm glad you said to do this, Serene. My neck is very tight. 2 more. So you need to mobilise it first. And then back to centre, and then take a rotation. And back. Try and keep a parallel chin the other way. So if someone analysed my neck movements, they would notice that as I go this direction, I find it very hard not to flex at the same time as rotation. But when I take the chin to the right, that's definitely tied to the right side of my neck. And then if you want to have a little switch, just so that you know it feels, it might feel weird, mine much more twisted on this side. And then we're just going to take one hand down, we're going to float over into a little bit of a mermaid stretch. Breathe deeply into the rib cage. And then turn into that front knee, not the back knee, the front knee, and come into a child's pose or a semi-half child's pose. Just hold. Some deep breaths in and out. In and out. Gently back up. Switch back into that first position you were in. Again, hand down. And by, you can have some softness in this elbow as you come over. Take a breath in. Reach. And then swivel. And then take it into that child's pose. Good. Gently back up to centre. And then come to lie on your back. So we're just going to gently, if you've got your ball at hand and you prefer to put your neck under the neck on the ball, you can do. And then we're just going to do some little circles on the ceiling. Circle back. Good. Then we're going to take both arms up, and one at a time we're going to protract and retract. So we often do these at the end, but actually they're really nice for just getting the shoulders moving. Protract, retract. Protract, retract. Protract, retract. Protract, retract. One more. And then keep the shoulder blades down. Take one hand back, and then the other. Into that scissor. So because we're not on the roller, our thumb should reach the floor a little bit more easier. Sometimes on the roller it can just, if you've got a slight impingement, can feel a little bit too much. And 2. Last one. And then take both palms together and And just bring them back. Take a breath in. And then back up. And then just bend at the elbow. And then just take them back. Like that. Nice. This should feel really quite gentle because we're not on the roller. Just to open up the chest a little bit. Hold. Take a breath in. And out. In. And out. Beautiful. And then let's go into our helicopter. Just move slightly. Hang on. So, back and circle and back up. Back, circle. So if you do feel tight today and you think, do you know what, I want to do my arm movements, you'll still be contracting and relaxing the muscles, but if you don't want to lift weights today, feel free not to. 3, 2, and just last one. And we'll just keep with that. We're going to take our hands down by our side and we're going to bring our hands up to shoulder height and then take the palms up to ceiling and then overhead and then back and down and again. So we won't do loads and loads of weights today because I want to, obviously I know you're saying shoulders and neck feel a little bit tight. One more. Good. And then, in this position, just lay down on the mat and just really be conscious of your posture. So shoulder blades should be on the mat. You should have a nice little gap underneath your neck area. Yeah, so we don't want chin backwards, pointing up towards the ceiling. We want it nice and kind of almost into the chest area, length across the collarbones, rib cage in and down, gap underneath that lumbar area. Take your hands, before we lift up, interlink the fingers, make sure the hands are supporting the head, elbows nice and wide. Just bring them in and then out, just for that lymphatic drainage. In and out, in and out. 3 more, in, out, pumping action, 2 and 1, and then keep the elbows wide, push the navel in towards the spine, ribs are down, keep your elbows wide as you lift into chest lift for 12, lower halfway, lift 11, try not to let them ribs flare, and for 10, for 9, for 8, let the hands support the head, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So just doing things a little bit out of sync today. And then back down. Keep your elbows there. And then just give yourself a pelvic tilt forward and back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Start reducing the tilt so you have no tilt forward or back. You're in neutral spine. So the rib cage is down. You've got a little gap underneath the lumbar. Your navel to spine's connected. Bring your right leg up to tabletop and your left leg. Keep the core engaged. Take one leg out and back to centre. The other and centre. And centre. Oh, I've just had the cutest mum and baby class ever. My friend's daughter brought her little girl River. Isn't that a cute name? And my great nephew. Oh my God, his eyelashes are to die for. My do boys always have lovely eyelashes? It's not fair. And again, 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep going. Sometimes it's really nice to bring things back to the mat. Gives you that real kind of connection with the spine. Working the abdominals. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Give your knees a good old stretch into, well, your back is stretched, knees into chest. Have a little circle. Circle back. Maybe we won't do weights today. Maybe we'll do a little bit of work for into 4-point kneeling or prone to strengthen the shoulders today actually. So if you're at risk of lymphedema, you don't really want to be on your wrist for too long, but a little bit's good. I'll give you an option of something else. Okay, so let's just do a nice little bit of work into bridge. So we're just going to keep our chin towards our chest, lengthen through the front of the chest. Yeah, nice neutral spine, feet into parallel and shins underneath the knees. I want you to really push your inner, so the middle of the foot, can't think what it's called, the arch. Push the foot into the mat, draw the navel into spine as you gently roll the lower back into the mat. Try not to squeeze your glutes too much and come up, keep pushing into the foot, into bridge. Take a breath in and slowly down. So we'll do more mobility, a little bit of strength as well, but more mobility. I always put my Monday bar class on YouTube, guys, so if you want to do a bit more strength work, you can. And then gently up, breath in, slowly down, one by one. And again, back we go. Coming on into the shoulder blades. So you want your hips nice and level. So just get your hands on your hip bones, make sure they're level. Tuck your tailbone, just take the right heel away and then lower. The left heel, lower. The right, lower. The left, lower. One more each side. Take the hands down, take a breath in. Slowly lower. One by one. All the way through imprint, release. Let's go one more time. Gently roll back, lift up, all the way into imprint, into bridge, imprint, and then just come over. And gently down. I don't want to insult anyone's age in this class, guys, but we're all past 30, aren't we? And then back. There's something starting, one more each side, something starting on Sunday night. I'm going to see Johannes, so I'll have to record it, but or watch it on iPlayer. I think it's on iPlayer, it's called This Town. It looks really good. It's all about kind of like the ska two-tone movement, but like fiction, like, you know, someone putting a band together. So if you like 80s music, and then gently like the Specials and people like that, you might enjoy it. Okay, take your arms out to capital T. Take the knees to the right, the head to the left. Inhale, let the belly rise. Oh, I hope Sandra's headache goes as well. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath. Back to centre. The other way. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath. Back to centre. Well done. So you can come into now, you can either do a bent leg and do some more chest lift, or you can do some roll-ups if you like. Yeah, so take the hands backwards again. Just push your ribs out, and just notice when you really push your ribs up and out, then you get this massive gap here, which is why we want our rib cage to be in and down when we start coming up. Chin towards the chest, and then all the way forward. Restart back to neutral. Yeah, draw the tummy in. Nice C curve. Or just do some chest lifts, breath in. Chin to chest. Forward. Restack. And again. And again. 5 more. And 4. 3. Two. Last 1. And relax back down again. Just hug the knees into chest. Have a little roll around. Roll back. And I'm always in a really good mood on a Wednesday. It's nothing like a baby, is there, to put you in a good mood. Okay, so let's come on to our side leg. I've just noticed I've got a little rip in my leggings. So lift up the bottom waist. Sorry, I've got black on black. So I've got a grip in my jumper as well. Might need a new washing machine. And then draw the tummy in. Hold. And we're just going to point the foot and we're going to lift for 10. And lower. Lift for 9. And lower. For 8. For 7. For 6. 5, you won't want to get back up, will you, when we get back up? 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I think we've seen the best of the day. And then just take the foot forward into like kind of that arc shape, yeah. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Well done. And then straighten both legs this time, if you can. Keep the core engaged. Lift the top leg. Can you lift the bottom leg up to meet it? For 2. For 3. Kind of keep the core engaged if you can, so you don't rock. 5. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then hold them both up together. Just hold and see if you can lift for 8. For 7. Not easy this one. 6, 5, 4, 3. My belly's making some funny noises. 2. And 1. Well done. It becomes a little bit more waist, that one. And then pull the heel back into the bum. We'll just exhaust that glute a little bit more before we do some nice stretches through it. So just hold, yeah, point the foot, take the foot forward and then flex it back. Nice and slow. Forward, try and keep them hips nice and level, and back. Forward and back. 5 more, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, lengthen a little bit more, just circle the ankle for 3, circle back, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, well done. Come onto your back, take a nice, or maybe not nice, mine don't feel nice. Take the foot of the leg you've been working. You can push that knee away if you want. Oh, I went to a school event last night about how to revise for GCSEs. So I sat revising PE last night with him. 27 exams he's got, it's ridiculous, 27 exams. Anyway, he's got an exam on his 16th birthday. That's miserable, isn't it? And then grab the back of the leg and just flex and point. Flex and point. Flex. If you don't want to straighten it, you can bend it. Really nice this on the morning. If your feet feel and ankles feel really stiff, it's really nice to get that lymphatic system going, that flexion and pointing. Point, flex, and then circle. Circle back. It's been so wet, so I think people's joints are stiff. And then this one's for Serena. She loves this. Widen your toes as much as you can. I'm only kidding, babe, just go easy. And then flex and take them away like a Mexican wave. Bring your toes in. We often neglect our little tootsies. And then take the foot in and out, in, out, in, out. Lengthen the leg and then use your opposite hand to just pull that leg over. You might want to go like that, or you might want to go the whole way. Try and keep your shoulder down if you can, this shoulder, as close to the mat. If you're taking the leg all the way to the floor, it becomes a little bit like upper kind of glute, lower back, as opposed to leg. Deep in, out breaths. Good, just soften the knee to bring it back in, just give it a little squeeze in. And then gently roll over onto the other side. So again, either straight leg or you can bend that bottom knee if you want, whatever feels good. So we're going to draw the tummy in and we're just going to lift with a pointed foot and lower. We're going to lift and lower. Keep that waist lifted if you can. Lift, so again, think very much about the length of the leg as opposed to the height. Three, 2, 1, hold it, take the foot over and back, and again, 2, 3, 4, so almost hip flexion work, hip extension work, 3, 2, 1, hold it up, bend the bottom knee a little bit, point the foot, take the foot forward and then back, point forward and back, point forward and back. 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. for 3, circle back, and then straighten both legs, take the hand back in there, lift if you can, take one leg up slightly, bring the other leg up to meet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue with that. If this one's too much, I'll lift both. Keep that waist lifted. 2, 3. Can be a bit uncomfortable on the hip bone if you're really going at this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come onto your back. This left glute feels really tight today. Oh, I did hit this morning. And my friend brought a 20-year-old daughter who's like, oh, just a gorgeous, gorgeous youthful body. And yeah, she made everything look very easy. So push away, push away. And then again, just either soften the knee if you don't want a straight leg, and just point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex. Keep that movement. We don't want the ankles to get stiff. And then circle, 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 circle back. And then in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. And then just hold it, use the same opposite hand, to bring that leg across the midline. Take a breath in. Last one. And just gently back to centre. Just give it a little bit of a hug into chest. And then we're just going to take our feet either side of the mat and just gently internally, so you want your feet nice and wide, internally rotate the right foot, the right hip and the right knee in towards the mat. Take a breath in. And out. In. And out. Last one. Back to centre the other way. Breath in. And out. In. And out. Last one. And back to centre. In fact, we'll keep off our wrists, but what we will do is try and get some work into our upper thoracic spine. So I want you to come onto your tummies, push your pubic bone into the mat. Yeah? Feel like you've got something hot underneath on the mat and you're drawing your belly button away. So A4 piece of paper, you can't see on here guys, but A4 piece of paper can gently just fit underneath it. And then we're just going to, if you feel like you need your glutes, you can squeeze the glutes. You might not feel like you need them. And we're just going to lift our forehead and our chest a little bit. And at the same time, lift our opposite arm and leg. And then lower back down. The other side, lift and lower. Try not to lift too high. Again, think about opposite lengths and squeeze the bum as you come up. So you opposite, squeeze the glutes. Nice pointed foot. And again, for 10, lower. Try and keep hips still down on the mat, hip bones. For 8, squeeze. Neck nice and long. Again, it's not about length. It's not about height, it's about length. You don't lift too high or you'll feel it in the lower back, which we don't want. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just bring your hands into like a cactus, and then just gently side to side to release the back. And since we're here, just lengthen one leg and bring the heel of the other leg into the butt. You should hopefully get that heel a little bit closer because we've not done lunges today, so we've not really worked the quads massively. So just pull the heel into butt. Good, the other side. Again, heel into butt, push the pubic bone down to the mat. Women generally are much better than men at this. They can usually get the heel much closer. And we're going to stick with that. So because we've not done weights, I want to do a little bit of work through the upper thoracic. So again, push your pubic bone down into the mat. Draw the tummy in, slide your shoulder blades down, and then lift your forehead and your chest. Keep that navel into spine. Bring your arms out to capital T. Really reach. Imagine you've got a pair of twin babies. One's pulling one middle finger, the other's pulling the other. Neck nice and long. Draw the belly in. Circle for 10. Circle for 9. For 8. For 7. For 6. Circle back. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring the hands back in. Lower back down, have a little wiggle, relax the belly, relax everything. I don't know why this move always makes me go inside. I'm sure there's some science behind it, but I'm not clever enough to know. And then let's go again, push the pubic bone down, draw the tummy in, slide the shoulder blades down, again, lift again. This time, take one arm out to the side, back to centre. The other arm, back to centre. Both together. Back to centre. Again, 1, centre. 2, centre. Both together. Back in. One more. 1, back. 2, both together. And back down. Again, always have a little relax. Some people find prone work really hard, so if you're quite kyphotic, where your shoulders kind of roll in and your back rounds at the top, it's much harder. So it's really nice because it works the trapezius muscles and lengthens the pecs. So let's go again, push the pubic bone down, slide the fingers down towards the feet, come up into your dart position, neck nice and long, look down, keep drawing the belly in, just hold that position. Take hands out, hold. Reach as far as you can to opposite ends of the wall. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down, take your hands onto your forehead and then just, well, side of the head, and then again just have a little windscreen wipe, side to side. And you don't have to, you can come straight into child's pose if you want, but if you want a little bit of strength, Janet sent me a message the other day. Hi Janet, she's really good at doing recording. And she said, I never thought at the beginning of classes, Jo, when I started Pilates, I'd be able to hold a plank. So thank you. I was like, no one's ever thanked me for plank before. But plank position, remember if you're new to it, then you can just come up on your knees and draw the navel in, and then just keep the neck nice and long. Or if you want to come up fully, draw the tummy in, heels towards the floor. I'll tell you when 30's in, we're already 5 in. That seemed like a long 30. See if we can do another 15. Last 15. 5. And, oh, I need a holiday. Okay, take your big toes together. Good work. Gently rest for a good minute into child's pose. Taking some deep in, out breaths. You can gently walk both arms round to the right, so you're just getting a bit of a lateral stretch as well. And the other side. And gently up onto 4-point kneeling. Let's do 6 really nice counter cats, guys. Take a breath in. Round. And 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And then just take the hips up nice and high. Take the right heel down and the left. And the right. And the left. And the right. And the left. Take both heels together down. Just hold. You can have a little kind of bouncing action. And then gently back. So we did some mobilisation at the front, and even though we haven't done weights, gently up, guys. We have done a little bit of upper body work, so I just want to make sure that we stretch out as well. So let's just take one arm out in front and just bring in across the midline into that delt. So it shouldn't feel quite as tight as it does after we've done abduction strength work, but we did do a bit of abduction without weights in that when we're doing prone. And then take the same arm up into your tricep. And as we know, hand off the elbow, and let's just take it behind. Pull the shoulder blades down, just take a little stretch. Deep breaths. Some more floor work today. Maybe you like liked it better, maybe you didn't. Back to centre. Let's switch sides. And again, take it over. Good. And then up. And then push it in. And then just back, take it over, take a breath in. And then just gently back. And again, just take some little circles. It might feel quite intense, this, guys. I don't particularly like circling my neck. I like doing it when it's on the floor, but I find when it's not on the floor, I find this quite painful. So just give your neck a nice little rub. When you do prone work, you do use the muscles around your neck. Yeah, and all into the traps. Okie doke. Let's just see if our body like that last 2 minutes. We're just gonna, this is my bad hip that's getting a bit better, a lot better. But I'm not great when I'm doing child pose, I've got to say. So we're just gonna take up. So the theory goes that if your body likes that, then your balance should feel good. Hold, hold. Try and keep your focus on a spot. And let's just take 2 inhales. Again. Good, it felt good. Take 1 foot in front, hips back, chin to chest, just gently, gently floating down. Letting the head just hang, let everything become really, really loose. And Jack, Sandra, Lorraine, who else is missing today? Debs is obviously in France. I had a lesson with her yesterday. She said it was cold and miserable there as well. Hopefully I'll see you all next week. Gently up. And the week after it'll be I'll be here. Well, I'm just not here on the 17th, guys. That's all. And then the other side, yeah, into tree pose. Just hold. Push the big toe into the mat. Find your focus. My studio's a mess with the babies. I haven't had a chance to tidy it up. Arms overhead. Let's take a breath in. Last one. Good. Take that foot in front and again, hips backwards, weight forward, almost like you're falling over. And just letting everything hang, taking some deep breaths in. And out. In. And out. Last one, breath in. And softly up. I've got a tickle in my throat. And we'll just do one gentle calf stretch. Take the weight into the front knee, drive the heel to the ground. So we haven't done as much standing work today, so hopefully, yeah, calf shouldn't feel too, mine always feel tight, but hold. Beautiful, and the